Alright. So anyway, I'm just bag thumbnails. I'm just going to draw some geometric shapes just to start with. So I need a bag. This is a prototype bag, but I need a bag to come to school with. So I'm gonna, with my computer and with my tablet and all that stuff. So I'm gonna think about this, and I also want to try to look good-ish. So I'm gonna do that type of bag. What's it called? Record bag or a messenger. So I'm gonna start off with messenger bag type proportions. Laptop bag. So I've got a few ideas. I mean, not ideas. That's how I started off. I started off with just some shapes, just so I fill up that page. So I'm not kind of scared or put off by the big open page. So I've already filled it up with 4 ideas, but they're just very unfinished. All right, big flap. I guess I'll do a big flap. I'll do some structured ones, some loose ones. God knows. I really don't know. But all very light. Everything's very light right now. So I can make a lot of mistakes. I'm going to do something Trapper Keeper. Hold on. I don't know. Okay, let's just get in there a little bit. I honestly don't have a clue what I'm doing yet. I put in my center line so I can help understand and remember what type of construction it is. Those center lines stroke contour curves. Contour curves are so useful. So I've got a basic idea here. This one's quite structured. It's quite angled. So let's try something else. Let's try... What's a problem I have with my bag? Oh, on my bike. When I'm on my bike, I don't like it. So let me try to think about that a little bit. Okay, and then again, I'll put in my centerline stroke contour curve, which helps remind me that it's a flap. So let me try completely something different from a flap. What if it was a... What else is there apart from a flap? Tote. Tote is just a... But if it rains, I want rain protection, so I want a flap on that. I always want a flap because it rains. So I'll just do something like a envelope. I mean, that's so old school, but unoriginal. But I'm going to do an envelope anyway. Maybe I can spice it up. So I'm already starting on the ideas because I made a mistake. This is going to be, I call this the grocery bag construction technique. So that's what this one is going to be. But it looks like, I don't know, I don't like that. Let's try one more. So the reason why I like to do 4 designs all at once is because I can keep continually going around. You know, if I've run out of ideas for this bag, then I can move on to another bag. So it just makes it kind of more efficient so I don't get stuck on something. Because what is a nightmare is when you are on a drawing and you're trying to figure it out, like, oh, it's not working, and you screw your drawing up because you're forcing stuff and you're doing forced lines, and it's very unnatural. So if you have a few going on at the same time, you can always, before you screw up your drawing, you move off that drawing and move on to another one. So I'm just going to go slow and easy and meditating style. So this is where I'm used to having my iPad, because I want to zoom in right in this area right here. I want to get in there, but I can't. So I have to get in there and draw it super small. So, some sort of hardware in these guys. This is the corner nearest me, so I'm going to really focus on this. I'm going to put in little tiny thicknesses of leather here and here. I'll put in a center line to show how it works, the contours. A couple of snaps. This shape right here symbolizes leather. I'll put the X through it, you know, the typical, not leather, Velcro. And then it comes underneath. And this will go, this piece of strap will go underneath. So I have to So this is where my line weight's really coming in handy, because I'm showing how the strap goes underneath the bag. The line weight underneath there. Okay, so as I say, it's like a brown paper bag type of construction. So there's that. This is going to be just dark. I'll start shading this in. Alright, I'm good with this bag for now. Actually, no, one more thing. I'm going to put in a new type of handle. A rope handle. With padding. I'll put in a circle around that to show the contour. But I'll deal with that in a second. Let's zoom out. That one's kind of done. I'm going to move on to, I don't know, let's see. This one's kind of calling my name, so I'm going to go into here. So I'm going to show this. I'm going to put in some thickness slowly. Some thickness underneath because it flared out. And I'm going to show on this side that it flares out with a little kicker here. Since this is the bottom line, I'm going to make it much thicker and darker. And I guess I'm going to have a piece that goes across. So I'm going to have an extra piece on top, so there's 3 lines in here. So it's extra thick. I'm going to put some heavy stitching in there because it's a piece of raw leather. Fade it out as I go. Fade that out. My center line or contour line, I'm going to kick out a little bit. So maybe if I put in some little holes, I can have a strap that comes up. So a strap from inside comes up. I don't have enough room on my paper, so I'm going to just kind of do something like this. And it's going to go inside. I'm going to put legs on this. I'm going to put a new type of leg. Totally structured. Oh, I've had this idea for a long time. Actually, I'm going to do it. It's a sole, like the sole of a shoe, on a sports shoe, but on a bag. So I'll put in a contour line in here to show how it's made. Same here, contour line. So all this part, I'll start shading it in, is going to be shadow, and I'll fade it out as I go towards the end because I'm lazy. So this contour line goes here, then it kicks out, goes under, and then I have to zoom in a little bit on this because it's getting a little too much. So it's going to have an outsole. So under here is going to be little cleats, or so this is an outsole. I'll even rip off a sneaker and put in that toe piece. So it goes under here like the arch of the foot. It's going to be straight because this is the shank, and more treads. So this is EVA. I'm going to call this out now. EVA midsole, rubber outsole, I'm going to quickly do a bottom view because I think it's an interesting thing. So I'm just going to do part of it under here as a background. So might as well double up and use it as a background, so I don't have to draw the whole damn thing. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let's zoom out. Okay. So here I'm drawing the upside down This is like a heel, and this is the shank. Do you guys call it a shank here? Underneath the arch of the foot. All right, so this is a big shank, and this. So here's my contour line. So I'll draw the outsole. And then the midsole. I'll shade that in because it's shadowy, because it's underneath. Now for the grip things, and I'll make I draw those lines just so I get them the same on both sides, nice and even. But I'm going to do something a little funky, something like this, so it's not straight. Straight is a little easy. Don't know exactly how that's going to work. So I'm going to get in there, make that between the outsole and the midsole is very dark line because they're two different materials. And then my bag comes up like this. I don't know where. And then inside the shank, I'm going to have a logo. I don't know what it's going to say logo. That's an O-G-O. Logo. O-G. Okay. Okay, EVA, rubber, and I don't know what the top material is. Okay, I'm going to do this again. I'm going to redo this a little bit, but in the meantime, I'm going to try to finish this off. Just get in there a little bit with the strap. Show some thickness. And I'm also going to show how it's built. It's kind of like this with these contours. Just put in some line weights a wee bit. Okay, I've got a good idea, I think, with the sole. So I'm going to use this sole idea for this bag here because it's unfinished, this bag. So I want the sole to be popping out like crazy. So it's very steady, so I can stick it on the ground without it falling over. Supportive on either end. So this is going to be my midsole, outsole construction. Some thickness to the EVA, and I want it sticking out, so that's what that contour curve is doing. Now sole, and like the toe of a shoe, put that in there, the toe, and this is all midsole. Midsole, and some details. Oh, I didn't put a shank in here. I'll put a shank in the middle, so I have bigger feet for bigger support, so my laptop doesn't fall. Okay. Very strong between the upper, very strong line between the upper and the sole. a little thickness of material. And some cleats in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. The shank. And let's just get into the upper. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with the upper yet, so I will put in a shadow. So I'm going to keep all the shadows the same with all of these bags. So the shadow, the light is going to be here on this corner. Let's just see, right in here's the light. It's big sunshine. I've never done that before, but that's okay. Big sunshine, so the lights over here, all my shadows are going to be cutting off this way. So make it consistent, and then the lines are all coming this way, so it should be a nice graphic. Okay, so now that I've got my shadows, I can start getting in there some details. No, actually, I'm going to start labeling this shoe. EV. I think I'm going to make all of my shoes with this type of construction. Shoe sole, upper, EVA, a midsole, EVA, outsole, rubber. This one I haven't done it, but I'm going to do, this will be a sandal. What time is it? 10:51. I've only got 25 minutes. So between the midsole and the outsole. Contour line. Color that in because it's tucking into that little hole. And a nice, cool handle. It needs a strap as well. I'm going to put straps on the back, so I'm going to have this type of construction. Because I cannot put straps on this, because this is my, it's a spike. So I'm going to have to do a strap like this that hangs off to the back. Here again, which can be cool. Don't mind that at all. It's like something, a mailman's bag. And I'm just going to put in the hardware. I don't know if I'll even put in the strap, but just the hardware. There. Something heavy duty and big. This one I'm going to put up like this, just to give it a little funk. Heavy duty, thick stuff. A logo in this part. I guess some stitching. This will be some nice leather. Okay, what time is it? I've got nearly 15 minutes. So I'm just going to do a quick shade job, and I'm going to go in here, pull off the outlines where my shadows are. considered it to be a sandal. Make this hot and heavy around the shadow only to help pop off certain areas, because I'm going to shade all these pieces. And here also, definitely overdo the line weight in these areas, and pop that off. And simply just up and down, just straight 90 degrees. I'll just put one in the middle, and as I go closer to my bag, I'm making them tighter. And as I go away from my bag, make them fade off. This will serve as my background as well, so there, tighter as I get closer to my bag. I start off with one not directly, I'm not starting off at the corner here and doing it, because I don't know, I'm just feeling like it'd be easier if I start a little bit away from the bag and then work my way into the bag, and then conversely work my way out of the bag. Okay, so if my sunlight's coming over here, now I'm just focusing really on shadows, but it's fine because it's just going to make the drawing look good. So flap is obviously sticking out, so there's always going to be a shadow there. This whole side of my brown paper bag construction, this is going to be super dark inside here, but then of course there's going to be big shadows under this flap. And of course a big shadow, but following my forms of the bag, of this flap, make a little bit of a stronger line weight underneath there. And I'll go over this one more time because it needs to be dark compared to my shadow, which is right here. Just nice and easy, slow, no stress. Fade it out as I go towards the light. Here's another strap. Oh no, not strap, what's it called? Flap. So go here, here. Let's just shade that in, nice and slow, no stress. This needs to be a little bit longer. Okay. So what time is it? I've got 10 minutes. I want to do a handle. I need a handle. Tote, combo, handle, job, I don't even know. But the handle's going to be based at the bottom. There's the other side. This is where it's mounted. There's going to be a shadow underneath there. I will color in the shadow to on this side too, because I think it's a kind of okayish idea. Put in a hole. I don't know how that's going to work, but whatever. Make that a little bit firmer. Since this is the other side of the bag, oh, don't forget the other side of the handle. Handle grip. And I'm just going to shade this just like up and down, like I did the backgrounds. Just block it in, and block in this side as well. This needs a handle as well. So I'm going to do something handle, okay, hole. No, I don't want the rain to get in. Okay, this is going to be similar to this. I'm going to put in 2 holes here, and then the handle's going to come up like a tote. And I will put in a shadow to show what I'm thinking. It's going to be like a ghosted handle. Not really drawn in, but suggested. There's going to be a shadow here. And then also here, the shadow is going to be all in here. Oh shit, I did the wrong side. Whatever. A logo in here. Logo in here. Logo onto the side here like a stamp. A stamp's go on this side. I'll put a stamp here like a logo. Couple. Put some racing stripes on this handle. Oh man, I screwed up on that one. What time is it? Another 7 minutes. Just pop off a few elements. I'm just scrambling. I guess this is real rope. I don't like real rope. It's not finished enough, but whatever. A little bit around the exterior on the back of this one. Okay, this is titled Shoe Constructed Bags. I'll sign it somewhere, like here. Shoe constructed bag, so it's a little thing, and there we go. That's my thumbnails. 45 minutes.